And we're live. Hey, folks. Welcome to Session 01 of Sky Knights, our campaign that takes place in the Floating Archipelago, as seen on the map that you should see on your screen. You guys are Sky Knights of the Girian Dominion. Noble warriors who fly on sky-soaring mounts. Griffins, owls, dragons, and the like. And we are going to... So we've already had our session 0. We just kind of laid some of the expectations down for this game. And now we are going to play our Session 01. Now, this session is actually going to be somewhat split. Because we do have some setup we still need to do. Which is the fun part of choosing tokens. Final tokens for your characters, for you to use in the various combats that will no doubt crop up as you quest. So, we're going to kind of, part of the session, the beginning here is going to be doing some setup, getting acquainted with the game a little bit, and then the second half of the session, we're really going to start playing. Sound good?
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, to kick things off, you guys are a newly formed conroy, or party, of Sky Knights. And you have been sent out at the start of the game on a sort of a practice patrol. You are flying off the eastern coast of Giria over here. And you are flying with a more experienced group, a more experienced conroy, a more senior group of knights, flying nearby. You guys have had reports of pirates, sky pirates in the area. And there is a merchant ship that is nearby. Whoever is not on push to talk, I'm getting a faint echo of myself, so could you turn on push to talk on the Discord, please? Thank you. So you are flying out in there, that's why I have the wind sound going. And why don't we take this opportunity as you each look about yourselves and see the companions that have been sent out on patrol with you. Why don't we take this opportunity to have each of you introduce your characters. I already know the names of your characters and what you're riding, but I don't know if you know too much about each other, and it may have evolved since we last spoke. So if you could just introduce your character a little bit, Matt, would you feel up to starting that off?
Sure. I was curious. Do the Sky Knights have a kind of uniform that we're all wearing, or is it up to us how our character is dressed?
They do have a tabard that goes over your armor, but mostly there is a uniform, but it's actually a page's uniform and a squire's uniform. Once you become a full Sky Knight, as you all have just become, you become responsible for your own gear, essentially, except you could requisition stuff from the Sky Knights. But you kind of you're all very experienced at this point. You've had years of training and maybe even adventures. So you have taken on your own kind of look and gear, your own personalized stuff that you've picked up. But you can, if you wish, wear the Sky Knight's tabard, which has their kind of double wings symbol on it.
Oh, could you, if you have an image for that symbol, could you send it to us later?
It is... I can show you... Let's see, do I have it in handouts? I do. It's here on the Oaths of the Sky Knights.
Oh, the wings at the top there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So I'm playing Aendil, who goes by Andy, and he is a wood elf, so he's kind of tall and thin. I don't know what I want his hairstyle to be. I'll come back to that. But he is wearing...
Well, right now it's being blown around by the wind anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy right now. It's probably a little bit on the longer side. He's going to be wearing well-fitting leather armor, kind of like unadorned and simple and straightforward, and kind of a minimalist amount of like his saddle and all that is kind of minimalist and is with a lot of like tied rope and things, as opposed to fancy buckles or any metal pieces. And he would definitely be wearing the tabard over his gear. He's that kind of guy, and he's riding on a enormous hawk with kind of yellowish, kind of yellowish brown plumage.
A hawk
Hawk's
with
name is
yellowish.
Emlyn.
Cool. Alright, well, until we get something better, we'll probably use this for your hawk.
Yep, that's the one we had picked 2 weeks ago, so that's fine for now.
Okay. I guess I have this. That's not going to look good. Blown up now.
Yeah,
All right.
looks great. We'll figure it out.
Alright, so that's
Yeah,
our...
she's got more yellow to her coloring than that, but otherwise it's close enough.
Cool.
So kind of like Rescuers Down Under.
Maybe. I have to pull up an image of that to know if that's what I'm going for or not.
Wow, Blast the Past. I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Seen what?
Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, man.
There's all the scenes with the birds.
Right. Okay, so that's M for now, and you are a
And yes,
lanky
bird,
wood elf.
Rescuers Down Under is the kind of color I think I'm going for.
So totally,
on
the bird from Rescuers Down Under.
Well, that bird is definitely an eagle, but picture more of that coloring, but a hawk.
Got it. Got it. Okay, and what weapon do you use?
I have a wooden bow.
Oh my god, I have literally the
Elven
perfect thing.
Like if you,
Bam! That's you.
Everything about this character is based on the image I'm using right now as my icon there.
You guys should
whole
see
character.
it. You guys should see it popping up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's good enough for now. Yeah, that fits everything I said, I think, except the tabard's missing.
Cool.
And we can go with that hairstyle. That's fine. Tied back makes sense for.
It
flying
kind of
around.
does, yeah. Alright, so this is going to be you, so I'm going to attach that to your character sheet now. So let it be written, and let it be done. Andy. Aendil, known as Andy.
Yep.
Cool. Alright. So that's you. Okay. Zanzorin, please introduce yourself.
Alright, well, Zanzorin is a half-elf, and his people are were a very nomadic tribe of individuals, so his style of clothing and kind of attire reflects their traditions of, always being on the move and kind of using their natural resources, as well as their natural bond with their dragons. So, like the Wood Elf, his style of dress is a little more minimalistic, but it's highly decorated. So he's, I've got a picture of my character that I'm just kind of basing this off of. I don't know if you can pull that up, but, he's got, simple cloth and leather for his clothing. Instead of a tabard or anything like that, he's actually has the symbol of the Sky Knights embroidered into the shoulder portion of his clothing.
Neat.
His hair is just wild, basically. Think kind of like, unkempt dreadlocks that he keeps tied back. The most striking feature of him, though, is his skin. It's almost like a green bronze or copperish color with some bronze in kind of laying out along his skin, giving almost like a scaly appearance. So he kind of stands out in that respect, but otherwise he's just kind of like a skinny, lean half-elf.
Cool. And he rides a
Bronze dragon.
A bronze dragon named...
I don't know, because you told me you were going to name it. So
I was. I did. I did name it. Wait, it's right here somewhere. Hang on. Your bronze dragon friend, you hope.
Fingers crossed.
Acquaintance. Work colleague.
Compatriot.
Drinking buddy.
Yes. So, your dragon friend, the bronze dragon, who's kind of an overgrown wormling, is known as Honoranth the Large.
Yes, I got the chubby dragon. I love it.
Probably also very hungry all the time.
But she's got a great personality. So.
Yeah, feeding your pets is definitely a problem when you are traveling.
Great.
Okay, cool. So, we have something for Honoranth the Large, as he is currently known.
Hey, you have to do it now, but at some point, could you type that out for me just so I know?
Yeah, there he is.
Nice.
Wow, I totally spelled that wrong in my notes.
Thank you for also spelling out the large.
I was going to say, thanks for clarifying that one.
Just in case. Okay, and now we have another elf here. Do you use any kind of weapon? Or are you pretty much just, like, lightning and such?
I mean, especially at the lower levels, he does have a crossbow, just as, kind of tradition for his people. But, I mean, I'm not super specific. He is going to be using magic down the roads.
Well, I have a green-skinned character who's kind of a druidy looking person.
That works.
Now you have a lightning theme. Oh, by the way, I changed my mind. I'm going to okay the re-theming of Firebolt. I had to think about it a bit.
Oh, okay, cool.
What, just to do lightning damage or something instead?
Yes.
Yeah, I did that in one of my games and didn't seem to break anything.
Cool.
Alternatively, I have like an armored dude who has like lightning powers.
Clearly, there should be some.
I don't know if that's. I don't know if that is the right look for you. And then I have a bunch of Dragonborn spellcasters, but you're not Dragonborn.
Like dial back the scales a little bit.
Um.
Kind of smudge them.
Okay. All right. Well, you're a half elf with green skin, right?
Greenish, but I mean, we don't have to be super specific about that. If he's got robes on, that's fine too.
Well, I have this. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'll do the orc thing.
That's an orc?
I think so.
It looks pretty orky to me, but yeah.
Actually, that's a wood elf, dude.
Is it?
Really?
Ha!
Yeah, go for
It's kind of druidy.
We're all racist, apparently,
it. Yeah.
about orcs.
If you like that look, then it's good. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you one other option here.
I purposely chose a character design that would be impossible to match.
Yep. That's why I started with the image this time. I always end up doing that.
I've got this dude.
Ooh.
Oh man, that looks so cool. If only we could combine the two.
Well, do you have Photoshop?
I do not.
Look at that wild hair.
I was gonna say that wild hair really sells for me.
Cool. All right, that's you then.
And I mean, I could always roleplay it that I use minor illusion to hide my skin on occasion. So that's.
Or you could try tinting him a little bit in Photoshop or something.
I don't know that much.
Okay. Cool. So
I like
that's
the visual
you.
implication that we're just surfing on these mounts, because that's kind of was the whole concept that I wanted.
Well, there you go. Okay. So I'm just going to tie that token. Actually, I wonder. No. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to tie that token to Zanzorin.
Cool.
Okay. Kaluna, Lindsay's character, would you please introduce yourself as you guys are flying off the eastern coast of Giria?
Yeah, so Josh totally stole my thunder with his nomadic half-elf over there. So Kaluna Voss is Kaluna Voss of the Pale Sparrows. So they are a nomadic halfling tribe that kind of got stranded here in Giria during the Dark Wind Tempest. So she is diminutive, just like most halflings. She's only about 2.5 feet, about 35 pounds.
Jesus.
She's got long dark hair, as you can see from her picture. It's in 2 braids down the side of her face. She kind of also has kind of what Zanzorin has going on, which is kind of this kind of a little bit of a wildness to the standard Sky Knights uniform. So yes, she's wearing kind of standard uniform in terms of her leathers, but she does have that owl headdress that she wears over her face as she flies. And the other odd thing about her, which we'll discuss later, is that she wears a white leather overcoat when she's flying on her snowy owl Bethan. And that is her mount. He's a snowy owl.
Named Bethan.
Yep. Bethan.
Okay. There you are. There's the snowy owl.
Oh, yeah, you found one.
Some dramatic music there as Bethan gets set up. Okay. And yes, you are a halfling in a white tabard or white coat.
Yeah, good luck.
What's your class again?
She's a rogue, but later on that's going to get kitted out to a scout.
Okay, what weapon does she use?
Short bow, short sword. And the other thing, like I said, and you can kind of see this in the picture, so when she's not wearing that white overcoat, so when she's not on Bethan, she's wearing kind of dark leather. I'm assuming a halfling rogue with black is easier to find than a halfling rogue with white.
It is. I have a white mage. That's pretty great.
Can I see?
Yeah. I'm just looking at my other options here. You said does she use any melee weapons?
Short sword. She also has daggers, but I don't think those are going to be her.
Fly me closer so I can stab them.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
one of the
Short,
reasons I went
tiny,
ranged.
pudgy baby arms plus daggers seems like a bad.
I've got a lot
bad
of
mix.
crossbow users, but not really the right look, I think. This lady looks great. She doesn't have a crossbow.
She does look pretty monk-tastic. Can you show me a crossbow?
Yeah. Well, here's somebody with a... No, that's no good. So here's somebody with a crossbow. Here's somebody with a short sword and a crossbow. Hand crossbow and dagger. Bear druid.
Why don't you give me the guy with the crossbow and the dagger?
This guy?
Yeah, that.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're happy with that.
Yeah. No.
Cool. Alright, so this is now little teeny tiny Kaluna. And I'm going to tie that to your character sheet.
I like how she's flying backwards.
Was just thinking that.
That's how rogues do it.
There you go.
They'll never expect this.
Perfect.
Excellent. Okay. Well, as I warned you, we had a bit of setup to do, but we've now done it. So if all has been set up correctly, Josh, do you see your dragon? You can change their name under main NPCs, which I need to rename that folder, actually. I'm going to do that right now.
Is it main NPCs or mounts?
It's main NPCs, but I have the name switched by accident.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll do that later. I said that last time, but I'll do it later. Okay. We are now set up. Guys ready to get into the game?
Yeah.
Do it.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes.
As we begin our game, someone flies up to the three of you. You are scorching along in the high winds, right in 2717, between the eastern coast of Giria and the Orlef Enclave Island, which you can kind of see in the distance as well, off to the further to the east. There are some other folk and specks in the distance mostly, flying round about. Squires coming to and fro. You remember that, squiring. A lot of busy work. Not allowed to do to engage in much of the action, but taking important messages and gear to the people that needed it. And this woman flies up to you guys. One of the... I'm still hearing an echo, by the way. So if you're not on push to talk, please change it to push to talk.
Lindsay, that might actually be you.
Yeah, I think, Lindsay, you
Thought
might
I
have your mic
disabled
turned
it.
on
Give me
in
one
roll
sec.
20. Go into roll 20 and make sure you're not broadcasting anything there.
Sorry, one moment.
Okay.
I thought I disabled it. Yeah.
We can hear you guys talking, so... In the first session, there's always some tech issues to resolve. Alright. Ready to keep rolling?
Yep.
One sec.
Okay.
Is it good?
So I checked her settings, and it seems like she shouldn't be broadcasting anything, so...
On Discord, is she set to roll 20, to
she's
push
on,
to talk?
She's on push to talk on Discord, and she's not broadcasting on roll 20, so I don't know what's happening.
Let me see who lights up when I talk. When I talk, I see Lindsay lighting up right now on Discord.
One sec.
Let me go check it again. One sec.
Thanks.
I mean, I'm hearing you guys talk right now. Are you accidentally pressing shift?
It was set to push to talk. I mean, why don't you give it a test and see if it's still happening?
Okay. I still hear a very faint echo of myself. I'm just going to try to ignore it.
Okay. He's still hearing it.
All right. Oh, It's gone.
It's gone?
Yeah, it's gone. I'm not hearing myself
Okay.
anymore. Okay. So a scout has flown up to you guys and tells you some disturbing news. You guys are on patrol, and a pirate attack is underway right now on a nearby merchant air caravan or airship. You are glancing at each other and wondering what to do when the lead flyer of the nearby, more experienced, more senior Sky Knights convoy breaks off and flies up next to you guys. And you know this person. She is Dame Osana the Titan. A senior Sky Knight gains a title. So, she outranks you guys by quite a bit. She's the one who led you and a few other groups out to stretch your mount's wings and respond to the reports of the air pirates with a show of force. She rides a Pegasus, which easily keeps pace with you guys, holding her incredibly long lance high in the blistering wind. "Hoy, Sir Knights!" she shouts, her voice carrying across the air. "Our newest convoy, if I'm not mistaken."
Zanzorin will kind of look around and be like, "Yeah, that's us."
Halen well met.
Excellent. Well, sirs, we have a situation. Vile and dishonorable pirates menace our good citizens. And the royal ship Aurora has just come up to view our patrol. Prince Demophon is aboard, and she points to the southwest, where if you glance over your shoulder as you fly along, you can see a speck in the distance that indicates an airship. Apparently, the royal ship Aurora. She looks as though she expects you guys to have a strong reaction to this news. She says, "Of course, both of these dangers may be a distraction. Both of these threats meant to lead us away from the pirate's lair, which the scouts assure me lies near the Orlef Enclave. Sirs, you must decide," she shouts. "Will you fly to the aid of the merchant ship Duchess Emily against these pirates? Will you hunt down the villains at their hideout? Or will you fly to the aid of the Aurora, seeking great honor before the eyes of the prince? As you are new, I will allow you to decide, and take my own convoy in another direction." And she looks at you three expectantly.
Zanzorin will kind of reach down and pat his dragon's neck and say, "Well, what do you think, Oni? Should we go save ourselves a prince or go root the bastards out of the realm?"
"I'm hungry."
"You're always hungry," he says, and kind of like shakes his head.
"I think we should hunt down the pirates at the source. Maybe there are treasures to be had. Who cares what the prince thinks?"
Zan will kind of look to the others and give a sympathetic shrug and say, Well, you got our vote.
Osana the Titan kind of shakes her head as she hears him respond to you. Did you speak in Draconic, actually, or...?
It's all Draconic, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, she might not understand that language. Yeah, she doesn't know Draconic, so she just sees you conversing with your dragon.
I say we go after these pirates. I'm tired of being on guard duty. Let's go sort them out.
At the home lair, or saving ourselves a dainty prince?
Or the third option, there's the merchants that are in need of protection.
Or the fat merchants.
Oh, I don't care about their purses. Let's go after the bandits. They might have treasure as well, if that's really what you're seeking.
Really, I think we're just seeking a bigger snack, but I think we'll find what we're looking for no matter where we go. My vote is for...
Snack!
My vote, and I believe I can speak for Oni, is going to find these bastards at their own lair.
Andy?
Well, that makes sense to me.
To the lair then, shall we?
Osana the Titan kind of looks from one to the other of you for confirmation.
And he gives a big thumbs up, which he's like doing awkwardly, which he's like, it's not a natural expression for his people.
Okay. Osana the Titan says, "Then we shall go to the prince's aid." And she gives you a nod, hefts her lance, and steers her Pegasus off in a big, wide arc. The rest of the other convoy picks up speed and flies after her as they veer around toward the southwest. Meanwhile, some of the Sky Knight's scouts, who are squires, people in training, fly up and are on the backs of a pair of eagles and offer to show you the direction that they believe they saw the pirates coming to attack the merchant caravan.
How good are you at stealth?
Who are you asking?
I'm looking this other convoy kind of up and down, trying to gauge, like, are they going to, lead us into an altercation before we can even find the space or not?
Zan's gonna kind of lean back and smack his dragon on the haunch and say, "Oh, we're pretty good."
The two of them kind of look at each other on the backs of their eagles, and one of them, who is a human man, says, kind of looks to be in his teens or early 20s, says, "Ma'am, sir, we will not get close enough to be spotted. We will simply point you in the right direction."
Good, that's what I want to hear.
All right,
so I gesture to them to guide the way there.
And they do indeed. So, the eagle's wings pumping, they take off to the east. Now, you guys have quite a distance to fly. And the thing is, the reason we are using a hex map is that your mounts, these hexes are very large. Your mounts can fly quite a distance. but they do have to rest after maybe a day and a night of travel or so. So that's how far these hexes are. You can kind of cross cross an entire hex, essentially, with a day's travel on top of your mounts. And
Does that mean the distances that are more than one hex are like a full 24 hours of active flight, or?
it means that you have to go a far distance. You have to island hop if you are on a creature as opposed to a ship, because they have to stop and rest somewhere.
So there's some of these places we would have a real hard time getting to.
Indeed, and that's why there's this way station that's been built out here, for example.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you.
So you have to fly for maybe 6 hours in order to cross the southwestern edge of the Orlef Enclave. And you can kind of see it off to your left as you're flying, with the gigantic windmill sitting almost alone on this island, the big arms whirring. But you eventually leave that in the cloudy distance. And you come to there are some. You come to a place where there are some smaller islands, kind of almost like debris, really, off the south of the Orlef Enclave, which is there on your map. And as you get to the edge of that area, the scouts bid you good luck and urge you to take down those pirates post haste, and we'll see you back at the mess hall.
While we were flying, did they give us any indication of their numbers?
Of the pirates?
Yes.
Well, it seems that a fairly large group was attacking the merchant ship, the Duchess of something, the Duchess Emily. So, how many may be back at the pirate's lair is unknown.
These scouts are like juniors to us, right?
Is essentially, yes. Do you want to tell them something before they fly off?
Yeah, he'll just... You did great. Fly safe.
Alright. The one's a human and the other is a dwarf. And they kind of look at each other and back at you and kind of nod and wave and say, yes, sir. And then they
Andy happily returns the wave.
Nice. Then they lift the reins, and the eagles kind of go phoom, phoom, flying off back the way you've come. Alright, so now it is up to you guys to search out the lair among these floating debris, these smaller islands off the southern coast of the Orlef Enclave.
Are we talking like an asteroid field kind of in appearance?
Yeah, it's like an asteroid field, but there is like greenery that grows on many of these objects.
But there's
These
a variety
floating
of
objects.
sizes. And it's
There's a variety of sizes, and it's irregular, and most of them are like really too small to show up on our map, essentially.
So is it day, night? Can you talk a little
It
bit
is
about the
now.
cloud
It is now
vision?
dusk. It is now dusk. You were on patrol. Some of the daylight was used up then, and you have now traveled for some hours, flying on the strong wings of your mounts, and now you find yourselves among these smaller floating islands. It is now dusk.
Do either of your mounts have dark vision?
That's a great question. Yes.
Emmy doesn't.
Mine does. 60 feet, same as mine.
Lindsay, does
Mine
your
has
owl?
dark vision, 120 feet.
So I'm the only one here that is relatively flying blind once the sun goes down. So it's up to you. I guess it's up to you guys whether we would continue flying at night or hunker down.
Well, the Zanzoran will kind of pipe up and say, at the very least, perhaps we could at least ascertain where they are or where they're not. And if we want to pick up in the morning, we'll have a little more to work.
I think that would be wise. Maybe I should scout about a bit.
Yes, well, I can't help, but we might notice their cook fires or something.
Works for me. Just keep your bird close to us, and we'll do what we can.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
I think we're just kind of following Kaluna while she does her thing.
Okay. So what is the thing that you are doing, Kaluna?
So, first of all, I'm assuming that there is cloud cover, or are we up too high for that?
Oh, there are clouds. There are absolutely clouds. It's not really a thick day.
Okay, so my goal is she's going to kind of wrap her white cloak about her tightly, and she's going to guide Bethan towards and through the clouds, and she's going to be kind of scouting towards the bottom of the clouds, trying to see if she can see any sign of the bandits or any sort of activity.
Okay, so you're kind of taking the lead here. So I'm going to ask you to make a stealth check and a perception roll.
And for stealth, I'm looking, so I'm adding Bethan's stealth modifier to my score, is that correct?
Or do you roll twice, one for each?
Yeah, or do I roll... Yeah, how does that work?
Just roll for Bethan.
Okay, so that'll be the +7.
Sounds like it.
Holy
Natural
crap.
20!
Good lord.
And the first roll of the campaign.
Well, she rolled a 1 like before we started the today.
Quiet,
so
you!
it's-
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Shut up, Andy.
This is the
But
first...
there was a way to roll it from Bethan's character sheet, I think, if you had wanted to do that.
Oh, yes, there is. If you just open up his character sheet, you can do that. Well, this time, this is the first D20 roll that matters of the campaign.
So she just disappears, right? Like,
So, in all white, Bethan and Kaluna fly into the misty clouds and are pretty much gone. The two of you are going to have a hard time following. You can also
Just leave her to it.
you can do perception from your character sheet.
Got it.
Is it ours or ours?
I'm going to ask Andy. Oh God, my kid turned on the flashlight and left it there. I'm going to ask Andy and Zanzoran to make their own stealth checks as you guys are hanging back, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
And is this is our personal ones or our mount stealth?
This would be your mount.
Oh, ignore mine then. So I don't know of a way to roll stealth for Emmy from her character sheet because she doesn't actually have the stealth skill listed. So I
Just a
guess
dex. Just a
custom
dex.
do it then. Yeah.
Great.
Okay. So, Kaluna, you're well hidden. But you are burying yourself in the clouds. So nobody's going to see you coming, but neither are you doing a great job of keeping a lookout.
Yeah, I never said her people's, traditions were perfect.
Oh God. Well, there's our first natural one.
Zanzoran is kind of oof. What is Zanzoran distracted by?
The fact that he's trying to keep his dragon from just charging in and finding a snap.
Honoranth is hungry and basically talking to you. And just like kind of lurching from side to side like, maybe this way.
Great.
Okay.
Andy also didn't roll very well on perception, so he's probably telling Emwenthel where to go because he has dark vision, even though she doesn't. And that's probably distracting. It's like driving a car with like a flashlight.
You guys struggle to find signs of civilization or intelligent life out here among the floating, smaller debris. Eventually, however, Andil notices a distant glow through the clouds.
There's a glow. That way.
Kaluna steers in that direction and tries to get ahead of them a bit.
Okay. Well, when you head in that direction, you realize that Andil mistook... It's actually a lot closer than he thought.
So long as he's not actually on fire, great.
And you are upon it almost before you realize. But you're doing a very good job of staying hidden, Kaluna. These other two guys, not so much. Or not as much.
Emwenthel got an 18. That's not nothing.
He's... Well, she got a natural 20.
Yeah, she disappeared.
And you see it. You're upon it almost before you realize how close it is. It looked farther through the shreds of cloud. An island. A small island. With glowing crystals.
That is not what I was was expecting.
Well, shall we take a look?
And there's no sign of life, though.
No. Strangely enough. No sign of life. Until the ship that you all failed to spot comes barreling out of the clouds.
Nailed it.
Could
Well, we
you
found him.
guys double check and see if you can move yourselves and your creatures over here?
Was there a special like mode we had to set it into? Because I can't with the default cursor.
Yeah, neither can I.
No. It's probably a setting on my end. That's a bummer. Yeah. It's so annoying that there's this extra step I always have to do. What are your characters' names again? Zanzorin. That should be easy to find. Boom. There's Zanzorin. Okay, you can move yourself now, Zanzorin.
I can move my avatar, but not my dragon.
I know.
Hey man, I got this.
He leaps forward.
What's your dragon's name? Bronzestone or no? What's his current name in the Roll20?
Honoranth?
Did you change it?
I did.
You did. Honoranth the Large. Boom. So, do you have control of that? You do. Okay.
We're getting there.
Yeah, see, this is the thing I always forget, is now I have to then go and redo... See, remember I said there was going to be like half setup this session.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so now I have to reset Zanzorin's token so that that it actually updates the settings. Okay. Alright. And now I have to reset up Honoranth so it remembers those settings. Maybe I should just move all the... Okay.
You can let us ping on the map, then you can just move us where we ping.
I'm not going to do that. What am I doing? Oh, yes. Okay. Honoranth and Zanzorin are all set up. And now Aandil.
Should be under Andy and Emlenthal.
There you go. So now you can control yourself.
Confirmed.
And I have to reset it on your character sheet so that it updates. Okay. And then we will do the hawk, which we just changed the token for that, so that doesn't have anything set up.
Oh, right.
What is your hawk's name?
You just replaced the token, but the character sheet is Emlenthal.
Yeah. Emlenthal. Boom. And now I have to reset it on Emlenthal's character sheet.
If I change the name of the token, does that change my character sheet as well?
I have no idea.
It did not seem to, so that's great.
And now, Kaluna. Kaluna, show name. Okay, Kaluna is set up. I just have to reset it on her character sheet. we go. And Bethan is the owl's name. Okay. And I'm also going to update this guy. Okay.
Did you try to link my character to my mount? Because they don't seem like.
No, I haven't done that yet. Okay, I will do that now. Okay, so Zanzorin grouped. Andy, are you positioned how you want to be? On relative to your mount? Okay. Grouped. And
I think I moved it right when you grouped it, and it had some kind of race.
well done. You are now
I was
floating.
testing
You're now
it.
being dragged along behind your mount.
It's perfect.
Okay, ungroup. Now set it up how you want it.
I'm gonna. You should say grouped, and then I'm gonna count to 10.
Okay, it's not grouped. Now I'm gonna group Andy and
Yeah, so what's
Okay.
going on with the stuff? You can see mine kind of like moved around a little bit.
It's getting worse as you move it.
I was gonna say it's like I'm slowly floating off my dragon.
well, this is experimental.
All software is garbage.
Maybe it sets it so that you aren't on top of each other.
Oh, maybe.
That might
That
be
would
it.
be extremely annoying.
Which would mean that this isn't actually how you're supposed to do mounted people. Alright, Kaluna, try moving both of you at the same time.
Luna dies.
That didn't work at all.
You gotta get good.
Group.
Yeah, mine didn't work either.
Did yours work at all, Andy?
Oh, weird. It waits until the first move you make, and then it catches that as the. Because now they're connected, but they weren't a second ago. So group them, and
Oh
then
yeah,
I'll
mine are
move
connected
Emmy
now
under.
too.
So can you guys fix it yourselves?
Oh wait, now they're not connected anymore.
Yeah, you went for a ride. Jeez.
The group feature is not serving us well.
It seems to kick in like way after it should, and then at a random relative position. I don't know.
So I guess we all.
Oh wait,
guide
wait, wait,
chariots?
wait! I figured out why it's doing that. Hang on. So if you right-click on your icon and hold it, and then you use the whole left button diagonal movement thing, your token moves with it. Or at least that was the case for me.
But you're showing separated on my screen again, so.
Oh really? Not on
Yeah,
mine.
you're like way off.
Oh. Oh. Well, this is fun if it also shows different things on our screen, different screens.
All right. I'm gonna ungroup everybody.
We'll just move manually.
Yep.
Also, I can't remember how to do the thing with the arrow. I'm not getting it.
You have to hold down left click and then right click. So click, hold, drag, hold down, right click. So,
Yeah, and it moved my character like a little bit, but not the whole distance.
you should be ungrouped now, so that shouldn't be a problem.
So if you just shift select both of them, they seem to move together fine.
Yeah, you can also, like, drag select. Drag a box to select.
Yep, that works.
You ready to actually do something now?
I think so. Okay. So, I'm going to move you guys around a little bit because I want to put you in a starting position that makes sense. So, remember, you are kind of uncomfortably close. Actually, Kaluna, since you had a natural 20 on your stealth, I'm gonna let you choose your starting position, which is anywhere on the actual map.
Do I know which direction the ship is coming from?
Not yet. You have to choose before I reveal the ship.
Got it. Oh, sorry. Hang on.
having some kind of
The
computer
game
difficulty.
dropped for me. 1 second.
Hmm?
I'm logging back in. The game dropped for me. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
It still shows you
Okay.
being in
I would
the
like
side.
to be placed. So that rock ridge next to the
You should be able to move
archway
yourself.
with the blue light. Oh, I can. Oh, great. Okay, hang on. So I'm going to say I'm there.
Okay. So you are actually well hidden. You've managed to avoid and kind of dodge some of the floating bits of island that are nearby. By the way, all of these smaller ones are lower down than our main island up here.
Oh, okay.
So you are still technically hidden in a shred of cloud. Okay?
Perfect.
Zanzorin and Andy. Well, Andy is actually pretty well hidden as well. Zanzorin and Honoranth, not so much. So it is really the two of you that are first spotted by the ship of pirates, accompanied by flapping, half-naked, evil-looking women with red wings, who let out a kind of unpleasant shriek as they appear.
So they're on the ship, despite having wings.
At the moment, yeah.
Okay.
Seems likely they might take off soon, though. Okay, it's that time, guys. Roll initiative. Yeah, everyone's gonna roll initiative, but Kaluna and Andil are both hidden, so you guys can actually... Well, you didn't spot the enemy, so you're not going to necessarily get a surprise round, but you're starting off hidden. Just keep that in mind. Now, before you start rolling...
Too bad.
Okay. You can have your initiative automatically added to the tracker. So I'll let you re-roll. So select yourself, select your own token, and then click in the initiative button on your character sheet. And because those things are tied together properly now, it should just work. Perfect! A natural 1.
Somehow my roll got worse. I rolled a 3 and then a 1.
Your fat mouth. Its mouth's not about to get you killed.
It's really taking a lot of Aendil's attention to fly Emmy in the near dark.
There is enough light that you can see, but it's dark enough and it's cloudy enough that I'm allowing all of these stealth checks.
Emmy doesn't like the dark.
By the way, if you're wondering what the decibel points are, that is the tiebreaker, which is your dexterity score.
Oh, cool.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a neat way to represent that. I actually really like it.
And what are these ships powered by exactly? Like, what keeps them afloat?
Sky metal.
Okay, so they're made out of sky metal.
Not made out of. Basically, the bottom is coated with it.
Gotcha.
That must allow for some really cool designs where, like, the sky metal is above and the boat is suspended from it, or weird stuff like that.
Yeah. Generally speaking, it works best when it's on the bottom, because of some of the weird physics that sky metal has.
Because boats are cool.
And that. But actually, yeah, like, sky metal has its own weight relative to the thing that it's causing to float. Alright.
I really appreciate the boat at a higher initiative score.
Yep. You are very surprised by its appearance. Even as you are hiding behind a nearby island. Okay. So, these folk have appeared, and they let out this piercing... This creature in the front lets out this piercing screech. Ah! And she pulls out her bow and arrows. Zanzorin. Oh, yes. Zanzorin. You have a dragon mount. So, you are actually going to be rolling initiative for him separately.
Oh, sweet.
So you can select the dragon and then roll it from its NPC character sheet. And that should work.
And it acts
Boom.
on its own turn.
It acts on its own turn.
Oh, God.
Remember, this is advanced Dungeons and Dragons. You're all basically running 2 characters.
So on your turn, you functionally can't move.
Take the dragon, he said. It'll be so much fun.
I recall giving a lot of warnings about dragons.
Now you're gonna be able to have to do that jump thing that you did by accident with the character before.
I got my seatbelt on, I'm good.
So what do you want to do, Zanzorin? The pirates have appeared. Oh, I should mention. They have this weird sigil painted on the side of their ship and on their sails.
Would any of us have seen it, or be able to roll a history for it?
The ship name is the Bloody Killer.
Okay.
Inventive, I like it.
Is that what the sigil means?
The sigil, which I unfortunately do not have a visual representation of at the moment, might have some meaning to you, but you would need to make a check on it.
Does it make us nauseous to look at it?
That's a really specific question. Why'd you ask that?
Is it all Lovecraftian and shit?
Yeah,
I think
ruinous
is the
powers
subtext.
and whatnot.
Well, on your turn, you can stare at it and find out.
Oh, lordy. Alright, well, for my turn, that is actually exactly what I'm going to do. I would like to inspect the sigil and see if I can decipher exactly what it is and see if I, explode into a monster.
Alright. Make a wisdom save and a history check.
Oh, wow, there is a save, okay. You know, for a 1 and a 2 modifier, I'm pretty happy with that.
That's pretty good.
But if I turn into a demon or something, you guys are screwed because this dragon is hungry.
He's just gonna take you in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a 20 in your wisdom save? It felt like it was trying, the symbol was trying to do something to you.
Cool.
No, not cool, Andy.
It was trying to make you afraid.
Oh, God.
Your history check indicates that this is fiendish in origin. There is something there. Something infectious. But you do not know what it is called.
Okay.
So you are going to spend your whole turn thinking about it?
I assume, unless that counts as a minor action.
I'll still let you do something else. Well, actually, if you want to spend your whole turn thinking about it...
I'm sorry, you cut out. If I want to do what?
If you want to spend your whole turn thinking about it, I'll let that be roll with advantage.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. So with a 20, you recognize this symbol as the Tagdramas. And it is an emblem of essentially a fiendish disease, which, unlike mundane diseases, is transmitted on sight.
Jesus.
And
Don't look directly at the fiendish sigil. Got it.
it is basically... Well, only Zanzoran knows this right now.
That's fair. I've just decided Andy doesn't trust writing.
What else do you know? This is something they warned you about in your studies. Something that can harm the pure of heart. The pure-heartedness that the Sky Knights are sworn to uphold.
I'm picturing a whole lecture about don't look at weird sigils that we just did not pay attention to.
Well, maybe he's remembering some of those lectures. Okay, if that was Zanzoran's action. Now, we are going to go to Kaluna, unless Zanzoran wants to declare something else.
Am I allowed to speak, or is that my entire turn?
Go for it. You can speak at any time.
Alright, Zanzoran's basically going to shout, "Don't look at the sigil."
Okay.
I assume I don't have enough time to do a full-length explanation, so trust me, you buggers, don't look.
You can say all that. Alright. Kaluna, you are hidden. You have just heard this shout. Honoranth kind of turns his head and looks at you, Zanzoran. Like, what?
You too, you tubby bastard.
Apparently I woke the baby up, so I gotta speak more
no.
quietly.
Okay, well, I do not like the look of those harpies, and I have cover back here, so I'm going to attempt to do a sneak attack on that leading harpy with my short bow.
A sneak attack. Alright, go for it. This will reveal your position.
Yeah, I know.
You said this one in the lead?
Yep, that's right. Sorry, one sec while I scroll over to my my weapons. Oh crap, hang on one second. Of course, I didn't actually set up my weapons yet. Totally cool, cool.
If you know what it is, you can just type /R. And then whatever the dice are.
Well, if you don't have your attacks...
Plus my dex, yeah, one second.
Alright. So she's unaware of you, so you'll get advantage on this attack roll, which means you roll twice and take the better result. Yeah, don't forget the slash.
Nice. And you said it.
Alright, let me roll one more time and see if I get a 20. Could happen. Okay, well, does a 20 hit her?
It does. Your arrow bites into the harpy's shoulder. She lets out another shriek that I'm not allowed to do anymore tonight.
I'll get you, my pretty, or something. I don't know.
So I believe that's
Nice.
11 points total.
Nice. That sneak attack.
Also, I swear to God, next time I'll have my weapon set up. How's that?
That would be cool. I'm kind of surprised it didn't automatically enter it for you.
She did it all from scratch, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, you can actually, if you drag, like your weapon from the compendium on the top right, you can search for like bow or longbow or the short bow, whatever it is, and then drag it onto your character sheet. It'll pop that into your gear with all the stats.
Okay, cool. I'll work
And
on getting that done before
It
my next
should
turn.
automatically make an attack for you out of that. Okay, so that was 11 damage. Boom.
Kapow.
Very nice. Okay. She lets out another piercing shriek of pain. Kaluna, you are riding Bethan. Bethan is going to have to move to stay aloft.
Oh crap, I forgot about that.
And we are experimenting now with our special movement rules for this campaign.
How's
Very nice. Okay, so he like made one turn in that essentially. So he's facing this way.
Yep, that looks right.
Okay. He does have to move the way that he's facing, but we'll worry about that another time.
You mean there's physics?
There is.
Quick question.
A little bit of physics. Just a smidge.
Since we're sort of sharing the turn for our mounts, do we only get one move action for the mount, and one, like, if we attack, that's our action and move for the turn? Or does the mount get to make 2 moves, theoretically, if he doesn't attack? Or she doesn't attack?
Why would the mount get to do 2 moves?
Well, so if I was
The mount can move and
just one
attack
character...
on your turn. The mount can move and attack on your turn.
Right. But if the mount doesn't attack, normally you can make a second move.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So, does the mount get to double move, or does the mount only get 1 move if I attack, or do I get, like, how does the sharing of actions between me and the mount work?
Got it. Yeah, the mount can double move. Yeah, mount can dash.
Right, I couldn't remember the name for it. I always just called it double move. Okay. Lindsay, you got that right?
Yes.
The possibility
I
of the
still don't
mount
want to
attacking is
storm in
interesting.
and try to attack with Bethan with a ship that's got 5 people on it.
We're noble knights. Gotta get that. gotta
So
get
I'm
this
running
done.
away.
Okay.
Noble knights does not mean dumb knights.
Alright, so the surprise attack from Kaluna has sent them on the back foot. It's now Honoranth the Large's turn.
God.
Now Honoranth wants to move in and probably blast some people with lightning. So take it away, Zanzorin.
Oh, do you want me to control?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I thought you, okay, sweet.
But he told you what he wants to do at a high level.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can manage the specifics.
Make sure I get this from here. You can actually hit him from here, but you said he has to.
Nice.
Oops. Why can't I do this?
He wants to line up a good breath weapon. He has a lightning breath weapon, right?
Lightning and whatchamacallit? Why am I having so
Force.
much issue with this? It's
I don't
hold it's
Whoops.
hold left click and then like to show you the
Yeah, click and drag like a box over you and the mount,
uh-huh.
and then once it's selected, click down with the left button. Move it a certain distance. Right click to make the arrow show up,
Oh, I see. Okay.
but hold down left while you're doing that.
Gotcha. Alright, if he's going to line up a breath attack, he'll probably land right in front of it because...
All right, so no turns, no turning, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
So he's just going to come forward and rake the deck, basically.
Okay, does he have a line, a beam?
It's a beam, yes.
Okay. And how far is that?
I am checking right
You should just click on his sheet to make it show up, to make it happen.
Well, he's got 2, so I'm not sure.
Well, which one are you using? Lightning breath.
Yeah,
Okay. A 40-foot line. Boom. So he is aiming it right down that way, hitting most of the enemy. And they are going to have to either dodge out of the way or take lightning damage.
Would you like me to go ahead and roll the damage? or do you
Please
want-
do. Uh, 13 damage. Very nice. So the pirate captain, the harpy with the bow, is already kind of on the back foot. And just totally not ready for this assault. So she fails to dodge out of the way and takes the full 13 lightning damage. And Zanzorin goes, oh, sorry, not Zanzorin, Ornaranth goes, gotcha!
This dragon makes me nervous.
All right.
Fried harpy.
And really quick, so in order to, so it says recharge 5/6. Are you roll a d6 now, or is that the end of or the beginning of his next turn?
Beginning of his next turn. So I'm gonna just trust you to keep track of that.
Yep.
All right. The other, this person got a nat 20, so they're only gonna take half. The harpy here takes half damage as well, which is 6. And oh, it's only 40 feet, isn't it?
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Yeah. So that wouldn't.
Yeah, he didn't move in. He didn't move in close enough.
Did not.
So that actually is only going to hit the harpy in front. But she took the full damage, so that's nice.
She's also the one that got snuck attack, I think.
Yep. So she is already taken a beating. Okay. Now the ship moves forward. Now it's got full sail on because it came diving out of the sky. So it has this scorch mark on front, and it comes careening forward, and you and Honoranth have to kind of duck down underneath it in order to not get slammed by the thing.
Okay. Is that a roll or just a thematic?
No, automatic. That's how we're kind of representing our three-dimensionality here. Is things can move over each other quite easily. And when they move up, they kind of turn the ship slightly, and the flag in the wind whips out. And this symbol is on display for all of you to see. Now, you are going, in order to avoid looking at it, you will have to actually avert your eyes. And you can decide to avert your eyes at the start of your turn. If you do so, you will not have to save against it. And you all heard Zanzorin yell, so you actually know to do this. You will not have to save against it, but you will have disadvantage on attacks, etc. against what stuff you're not looking at. Well, because your eyes are closed. Got it?
Is the flag visible in like every direction, or is there a blind spot? That we
Well, they have it painted on the sides of the ship, on the sails, and there's a flag, so it's kind of everywhere.
Okay. So I'm going straight up.
And
Got
you
it.
said this is a fear saving throw?
It is.
Yay, I get advantage.
Okay. Very nice. Halflings are brave.
Oddly brave.
Okay. The rest of the people are going now. So the harpies take off. And she's going to fly down this way. And end up right there. And get her turn. And then she starts singing. And the other harpy flies actually this way. And basically right at Bothan and you. And also sings. I'm going to need everybody, even still hidden Andil, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mount included or just us?
Well, most people's mounts aren't included. But would you please make one separately for Honoranth? Okay. Kaluna has failed.
Yeah, I thought so.
Honoranth makes it.
Oh, thank God.
Andy fails. And Zanzoran makes it. So, Andy, we're going to put a little symbol on your guy. For Charmed. Same for Kaluna. You now notice, Zanzoran, that the crew on the boat all has stuff stuffed in their ears.
Pretty smart.
Alright, so now it's Andil's turn. I can barely hear you. You're like way off in the distance. Yeah, it's like you're in the next room. Yeah, all of a sudden now.
Never mind, I had pressed mute by accident, because that happens.
Okay, so now I'm getting an echo from you.
Cool.
I assume because Lindsay's mic is perma on?
He seems to still have some kind of open mic problem
Yes,
over there.
Lindsay's got an open mic.
God.
Open mic!
Which I don't understand, because we set it to push to talk, so...
You know what? It's probably using a different mic than you think. It's probably using the webcam... Hers. It's probably using the webcam mic or something.
It shouldn't matter if push to talk is on, which mic it's using.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's what I don't get. So we're gonna tear her computer apart later,
That's really weird.
and just throw it away.
I don't know why that would happen. Alright, well, we're getting double voice from you, but, just... Okay, so, You are charmed by the harpies.
How do I feel about the harpies and the crewmen, relatively?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hang on, it's not quite your turn yet. I forgot to have the people on the ship go.
I thought they just went as the ship.
Nope. They get to do stuff. There are 4 women on board. And
I misspoke then. Crew women.
the crew women. And they look... There's something weird about them. It's hard to put your finger on. But they scramble to attack. So 2 of them are manning these massive crossbow weapon emplacements at the front of the ship. And this one's going to fire at the dragon that just breathed lightning at them.
That seems reasonable.
So, yeah, so Zanzorin, you won't be able to manage the dragon's HP, so I'm going to have to do that for you. Or maybe you can. No, I don't think you can. It's not really set up. Yeah, it's not really set up for that. What is its max HP?
Well, 32 is the average. It's 5d8 plus 10. I didn't roll for
Alright.
it, so I'm not sure what you want to do.
Well, it's got the average. Okay. So, ka-chunk! Oh, a terrible shot. I don't think a below 10 is going to hit.
It is certainly not.
Alright. A 9 misses. So this crossbow bolt goes flying past you and Honoranth, and he just kind of tucks in his wing and rolls a little bit and goes, ha 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 ha!
Alright, well, I'm desperately going to hold on.
The other crossbow is going to fire at Kaluna. Ka-chunk! Actually, yeah, it's going to fire at Kaluna, not Bothan. Nope, it's going to fire at... Well, never. It doesn't matter who it fired at, because that's a miss.
It hits the harpy in the back.
That is not what happens, but it does just fly off into the air. Total miss. Okay. The other 2 people, one of them is managing the boat. This one is kind of climbing up into the rigging. Okay. Now it's Andy's turn. Now, Andy, because you have failed your saving throw...
Go on.
You must move toward the harpy by the most direct route.
And then what?
So you... Because the harpies have positioned themselves in such a way to make this happen, you will have to move right past this harpy to get
Right.
to this one.
Well, which one charmed me? Both of them? Or
Well, they both did, but you ignore the other one in favor of this one.
okay. So here's a question. Andy being charmed instructs Emmy to fly in that direction,
Correct.
but Emmy isn't charmed.
Correct.
So Emmy would potentially attack or defend herself from this harpy.
That is true.
So, Emmy's fast. Like, we're gonna make it to this harpy. Like,
What is Emmy's speed?
80. Yeah.
Well, she's barely gonna get there with enough speed to attack, but yes.
Well, but even the one in the middle, like...
Well, no, but see, she wouldn't attack because she doesn't attack unless you direct her to.
Oh, she's well behaved in that way.
Mm-hmm. And this is
So
one
that's
of the
what I was trying
advantages of the dragon.
Advantages of... You cut out.
The dragon.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, we fly on down there. What else am I compelled to do by this charm?
That is it. So when you're charmed by someone, you can't attack them, but right now you are taking an attack of opportunity from this harpy.
Sure, and that I assume that doesn't actually stop Emmy's movement.
No. Not unless it's a grab or something. So she reaches out with these long fingernails that have like kind of pockmarked red lacquered nail polish on them. So long and thick that they are essentially claws. And just slashes you as you fly past. So you take 3 slashing damage.
Or Emmy does, right? Or does she slash me?
No, she slashes you.
Okay. Does that give me a chance to re-roll the save?
It does.
Okay, one sec. I'll do the damage first. How much
Oh,
was it again?
yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to switch tabs. 3?
Sorry?
Never mind, I found it. It's 3 damage.
Yes, 3 damage.
You said oh, though. Were you about to say something?
Yep, no, I was just checking something.
Do I make the save that time?
You do!
I don't know why it rolled it 4 times, but the first one was pretty good.
You do. You make the save, and the charm is broken. I will say you still get your turn, because it was interrupted in the middle.
Yeah, it was just Emmy's first move action is all.
But I'm going to give you, like, disadvantage, because you're, like, discombobulated.
Oh, sure. I mean, that... Yeah. Luckily, I'm not looking in the direction of the ship, though, right?
Oh, so I guess you have disadvantage anyway.
Well, I didn't get a chance to even decide if I was going to look. I just flew straight at this harpy.
That's true. I should have asked if you were averting your eyes.
Nope, I had only eyes for the harpy.
You were
I don't
averting your eyes? Just...
Well, I was looking at the harpy.
Well, it doesn't compel you to open your eyes, so up to you, really.
I mean, I would have been focused on the harpy and not...
Alright, well, you made your second wisdom save there, so we'll count that as a 16, which is a save.
Okay, anyway. So I'm now right up against this other harpy, right? And so flying away...
And by the way, once you've made your save against the sigil, you do not have to save again. Yes, you're up next to this harpy, and you have an action.
Okay, well, is me telling Emwenthal to attack an action for me? Or is that just, I can just say that and she does it, and then I can take my attack? How does that work?
They are separate unless we change that rule later.
Okay, so Emmy's gonna tear her into this
Go for it.
freaking harpy. And she has multi-attack, so she gets to do beak and talons.
Nice.
So, I don't know if the beak hit, but I'm pretty sure the talons did.
Okay. I am seeing that we are going to have to make it an action for you to attack with your mount.
That's fine. I still choose to do it.
I have it in my notes as we need to decide on that. And
The fact
considering
she has
that...
multi-attack might have just...
Yeah, I kind of forgot how much damage some of these mounts can do.
Yeah, she's nasty.
early in the game. So yes, if you're okay with it,
Totally fine for this turn. I'm not in a good spot to use my bow anyway. So.
it's session 1, and we have some stuff to figure out. So that is one of the things. So that is going to the 20 is a hit. So that is going to do 9 damage to your target.
Nice.
So she lets out a surprised squawk.
Does that squawk interrupt her singing at all?
No, actually.
Fair enough.
Maybe it's like a little break in it, but not enough to break the magic.
That's fair.
Okay. So it uses your action to have your mount attack. Do you want to do anything else?
So we moved, we attacked.
Yes.
I don't have any cool bonus action-y things yet, so I think that's it for me.
All right, Zanzorin, you barely fought off the harpy song. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, seeing that these harpies are kind of screwing with my my friends here, I'm underneath the ship, right? But can I still see the harpies from where I am, or is my vision?
You will probably have to maneuver around the ship. Either drop down lower, maybe even land in the tree beneath you, or, somehow maneuver around it. Because right now you are you're gonna, you have to get further out from underneath it.
Okay, well, I can't actually control my dragon to do that until his turn, so who can I see right now, if anybody?
You can see the lady who just shot at you. You broke up.
Sorry, I will take a shot at said lady then.
All right.
And I'm going to use... I just named it Jolt. We can name it whatever you want, but it's Firebolt, the cantrip.
Nice. Jolt it is.
So as my dragon kind of dips down, I'm going to raise my hand up and fire off a Jolt. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, it worked 3 times.
Oh, sorry. I had a little bit of lag there.
Yeah.
I was really excited about that Jolt.
That is a hit for 7 damage. Bam! She is fried. Her hair is sticking out in the classic cartoony way with the, smoking ends. She has been severely burned by the electrical bolt that sprang from your fingers. And she looks down at you. She winces in pain. There's something weird about her eyes, man.
Yeah, I get that look a lot from the ladies.
Especially when you shoot them. Is there anything else you want to do?
That's it.
Okay. Kaluna, you are charmed. So, you have your actions, but you are going to be forced to move toward this harpy. By the most direct route.
You guys can't hear her right now, I assume?
Nope.
Okay, something is really effed up with her computer then, if you were getting echo before and not hearing her now.
Yep. The echo went
me
away.
now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
anyway, great.
Okay, so sorry, my question for you is if you want me to make the saving throw against the sigil now or after my movement.
You must declare whether you are averting your eyes right now.
I am not averting my eyes.
Okay, then make a save now.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. You have all made the save. So none of you are going to have to make it again.
Sorry, I just accidentally left roll 20.
Mhm.
By accidentally hitting the back button, which was enough to just take everything apart.
Okay. So, Kaluna, you are going to, or at least Bethan is definitely going to be provoking from this harpy.
Yes. I would prefer to try to take the hit myself if I can.
Oh, okay. I'll let you kind of lean into that. She'd rather attack Bethan though, because she saw what just happened with the other guy.
Fair.
So she is wanting to take Bethan out of the sky. So she is attacking Bethan with an 18 with her long fingernails.
Ooh. Sorry, one sec.
I like how she mixed it
Yeah,
up.
his armor class is only 12, so that would be a hit.
Okay. And what's his total HP?
19.
Okay. So he now has 15. Okay. I can do some setup and give everybody HP bars.
Nice.
So I will do that for next time, but that's too much work
It's
right
like
now.
The mount character sheet doesn't have any editable.
Yeah, it's the NPC function. It's not really meant to be used by players, so whatever. I don't mind updating a few mount HP bars. That's okay. Okay. So Kaluna, you are charmed. Bothan has been slashed at. You still have your actions, but you cannot attack the harpy charming you.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my short bow to try to shoot the harpy that hit Bethan. And I actually do have a question for you. So she's a Lightfoot halfling, and one of the racial features of Lightfoots is that they can hide behind any creature of a size category larger than themselves, which I'm assuming Bethan qualifies, but it feels a little broken for me to say. Every time I'm on Bethan, I'm just hidden.
To be
So-
clear, as a halfling, any of us count.
I think if you made an acrobatics check to hang down off the side of your owl
Now, is Rule of Cool a
and
thing in this
put
game?
him, I mean, at my discretion, sure.
Because that sounds pretty cool.
Sold.
If you make an acrobatics check to hang off the side of your mount, which we'll say is a DC 10, then you can put him between you and somebody.
And hypothetically, what if she failed that?
Okay, well...
If she fails by 5 or more, she falls.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, so it's just going to be a regular short bow attack. Though I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit.
It does not. What are you attacking?
The first harpy.
This one?
Yes.
They're both kind of in a defensive position. They both took the dodge action on their turns in addition to singing.
Yep.
Yes, the 7 will miss. If that is the end of your turn, then Honoranth's turn. So Honoranth wants to... well, I guess we first need to find out if his breath weapon is returned.
I already rolled it, did not.
It did not. Thank you for rolling that. Okay, Zanzorin, Honoranth, probably wants to look at this sigil. So, you probably don't want him to?
I do not, you dumb dragon.
Okay. Make an opposed charisma roll. So you can actually roll both of them.
Is this a straight charisma or is it like a persuasion? The only reason I ask is because I get that proficiency when dealing with dragons.
It's a good question. I'll let you use persuasion this time, but for future reference, making a persuasion check will be something that you can do, like, on your turn.
Okay. Like try and direct him.
Yeah.
to do something.
Yeah, we're kind of working out some of our house rules for this game right now, which is why this is all shifting around. But that, I think, does that make sense for you? Does that work for you?
It does. My only concern is does that take up an entire action, or is that...
No. Definitely wouldn't be take up all action. Maybe a bonus action.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd be fine with it being like taking up something. You know, it's
Yeah, take up something like make a full persuasion check, then you can have the bigger bonus if you set it up at a time. But for right now, because I'm spraying this on you, you can totally use your persuasion.
all right.
So try and persuade him to avert his gaze. Oh, yes. So what is his charisma roll?
7.
7. Okay. So, Honoranth is going to avert his gaze. And he's like, ah! So he's going to, he wants to, grab onto the ship and, reach around with his claws and, pull someone off the ship to dash them on the island below.
He wants to eat the ship. Just say it.
He wants to eat the ship.
All right. Well, since we're kind of already under this ship, now the minimum flight distance is half your speed.
Yeah, but he could land on the ship, which is what he wants to do,
God.
I think. Unless you don't want him to.
No, let's do it.
He will actually, because you just made that amazing persuasion roll, he'll do whatever you want to do. So you can just do whatever, have him do whatever you want. But that's what he wants to do.
Getting
Okay.
behind those crossbows actually sounds like a pretty good move.
Yeah, no. These guys have been peppering us, so I'm going to go ahead and slap him on the side of the neck, friendly, and say,
Yeah.
let's feast. And he's going to land, I guess, right.
Okay, so he kind of actually lands on the side of the ship, tugging it to one side. The ship lists, and then he goes climbing up with his eyes closed, and bits of wood flying off, splinters scattering to the air. And then he comes up over the side and just starts sweeping around with his claws, trying to attack somebody that he can smell. This person is actually climbing up in the rigging, but he is large, so he can probably still try to reach them. So he can now make an attack with disadvantage.
All right. So he only has bite at the moment, so... he's
What's
going to
his land speed?
30.
Okay,
That is
yeah,
an
we'll
amazing
just have that happen.
disadvantage roll.
So, okay, so 20 and 20, so it's 20.
He's real good at biting.
20
He's a
and...
number. What can I say?
Pierce 10, piercing. That person is ripped from the shrouds and dashed to the deck where she leaves a smear from the back of her head as the dragon's terrible claws take her out.
Yeah.
And he's, I smell blood.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have a word with this dragon after this.
Good dragon.
Okay.
Hey, Sam. Or, excuse me, Max. Whoa. Quick question for you.
Do you have another
Should I
dungeon
take a-
master named Sam?
No, I don't know who she's talking
No.
about.
Should I have made a wisdom saving throw against the charm at the end of my turn?
I thought I had you do that at the beginning. Oh, the charm.
That was two.
Did you take any damage? Nope. So,
I did not.
Nope.
That's the ending factor. Okay, thanks.
Okay. So, actually, you get this sudden whiplash, Zanzorin. Make save versus whiplash. No, I'm kidding. As your momentum suddenly changes from this forward flight to landing on the deck to now you're being carried with the ship. And I just moved everything. Sorry about that.
The ship probably slides sideways a little bit as well from the dragon landing on it.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Tipping the boat.
No, but you had some momentum, and your momentum applied to the ship.
So the ship moves forward.
Does
And
it appear to be
it's going
slowing?
to... It's at the end of its move there. It's going to turn. It's not really slowing.
Okay. I'm amazed all those tokens stayed in place for that turn.
I'm amazing. Okay. And that will help bring the forward crossbow to bear there. The people now go. So this harpy is flying in this direction, and it's going to have to kind of dodge around the ship. We said 15 feet is the minimum turn distance.
Was it a minimum distance, or did it just have to do with your base? I can't remember.
So this harpy is going to end up over here. She's going to continue singing. And that's going to be it, because she can't actually turn. You guys kind of cut across her flight path, and she can't actually turn to bring her claws to bear.
Hey, we didn't choose to do that.
Well, she got free attacks on you, so. Oh, a creature can also repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. I'm sorry. You do
That's what
get
I
a new
thought.
saving
That's
throw.
pretty common.
You do get a new saving throw. So, Kaluna, you actually do.
Yay.
Nice.
Nice. Ooh, another 20. Boy.
Alright. So you are both immune to this harpy's song. But you're not immune to this harpy,
Ah,
who is continuing to sing. So we'll handle that in a minute. This harpy that's next to you guys, she's going to be forced to continue forward. Underneath you to stay airborne. And actually, she's just going to continue flying that direction. She doesn't want to take any more beatings.
would we get attacks of opportunity?
Meet up
if she
with
flies
her friend here. She's going to take the disengage action.
Okay, fair.
So that you don't get a free attack on her, but neither does she get one on you. And she's gonna stop singing because everybody's saved. Or if she continues to sing, it doesn't matter. However, I'm going to need new saving throws from everybody against the other harpy's song.
Damn it.
And she also takes the dodge action.
Well, that's probably not good.
I think we're gonna make earplugs a standard issue item.
Okay. So Honoranth says, I hear someone singing. It's not a dragon. And therefore it's inferior.
I agree.
So he failed the save, but it doesn't actually matter. He just shrugs it off. He's like, I'm not attracted to this lady. You failed, however, Zanzorin.
So he goes running over.
And Kaluna, that was your save, a 12. So everybody... No, Kaluna saved.
Yay.
So, Kaluna, you are now immune to this harpy as well. But the two men, the two male Sir Knights, are both wanting to get with this half-naked, evil-looking monster.
Oh, wait, is this a charm?
It is.
Oh, I get saving throw. I get advantage on that because of Fey ancestry. Woo!
Wait,
Wow.
Wait, does Andy have that too?
I don't know, baby. I assume so.
I'm strictly
I
fair.
never thought that would actually come into play.
And yet it came into play on the first battle, as did the halfling fear thing.
Wow.
Did it already roll? Oh, my advantage didn't matter because it was still an 8.
You are charmed.
Yep. I'm the feyest thing here, but charmed.
And by feyest, okay. Okay. So, Zanzorin, there are all these people on the ship with you. And they definitely freak out that a dragon has just landed amongst them. But there's still something weird about their eyes that you don't like. So these two are gonna abandon the crossbows. And they're gonna come at you.
Alright.
And they are going to reach up and slash at you. Where you sit upon the dragon's back.
It's a bold move, Cotton. See how it plays out. Are they both coming at me, or just the one?
Both of them.
Alright.
Let me check their move here. Yeah. They're actually going to flank you for advantage.
Troubling.
So they'll both have advantage on this.
Alright.
That's a 17 and a 21.
They both hit.
Okay. 2 slashing and 3 slashing for 5 slashing total.
Ooh.
That's probably
Being
a
level 1 is rough as a cast.
Take him down, they shout, egging one another on. This one up here is manning the tiller and is not participating at the moment. Okay. Andil, you are compelled to move toward the charming harpy by the most direct possible route.
But that still includes being a competent flyer, right? And
I
turning
mean,
this person
yeah.
Safely. Okay.
You can make a 90-degree turn
it's-
after moving 15
It's
feet.
15 feet, 90-degree turn, and that doesn't cost any additional movement? It just
Correct.
have to have been... Okay. Yeah, so I already measured it out. He can go 15 turn again, and then still make it to the...
He gets 2 turns.
Oh, he has 80 moves, so...
He still only gets 1 turn.
Oh, well then
Unless
yeah,
he upgrades his maneuverability.
Okay, what does it mean to not be able to get to the harpy then? Like, do I stop moving?
No,
or-
you just get as close as you can.
Okay, so... Hang on. So I gotta figure this out again.
One of the upgrades you can roll is getting an extra turn on your turn. I think. Isn't that right?
Yeah, Kate's character got it.
Or did she get more feet to turn? Hang on, I'm learning my own rules here.
You do that while I try to remember how to make it do the measuring thing again.
So you... it's gonna be so easy once
I
you
know
figure it
your
out.
directions, and I'm trying it, but there's some subtlety to it that I'm missing.
Yeah. You can get +1 turn. So, yes.
So I think this feels like about the closest
Okay.
as I can get, because I can't turn again.
You could probably get a little closer if you moved like 5 or 10 feet forward.
You think so? I was just looking diagonally at the grid, but okay.
I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so that's as close as you can get. The
Looks less good.
bird is trying to careen around. Oh, don't forget it can take a dash. You can have it take a dash and get closer that way.
Can I
'cause
get another turn?
You get another
with the
turn,
dash?
yeah. Every time you move, you get a turn.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. So why don't I just go back to what I had originally planned then? That
Sure.
included 2 turns rather.
Okay.
So yeah, I had more than enough.
Okay.
Get to
So
her.
you move up to her and you still have your actions. Your bird does not.
But I can't attack her, right?
Correct, because she's charming you.
Am I able to see the barbarian-looking woman attacking my friend on the boat? As I complete my big 90-degree turn, swooping around.
I'll say that it's a little difficult to see her because there's all this rigging.
It's a little difficult. What? Oh, because the rigging.
Yeah.
I mean, we can say like we made this like high banking turn, and as I was coming around at the lower part of the map, that's when I saw them, and I could take the attack then.
And then continue moving toward the harpy.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
So, because the funny thing about longbows is I can hit anything on this map. So, yeah, I'll roll my longbow.
Well,
Boom. Or do you not?
actually, well, no. So here's the thing. I know I said I'll allow it, but I just realized. Well, okay. If you're attacking this one,
Yeah, whichever. I mean, or
Okay.
the one at the back who's actually steering the thing.
oh,
potentially.
that one you could definitely see. Yeah.
Yeah, like whichever one I can see, I
Okay.
can hit with the longbow.
Yeah, you can attack the one at the tiller.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. Then let's send this thing
Okay.
off course.
That you will not have disadvantage on. Okay, so that is 5 piercing damage. She's not dead. But she definitely is hit hard by your wood elven longbow. Chunk.
Yeah. That epic banking shot right off the side of a bird.
Alright, it's Zanzorin's turn.
All right.
Are you charmed?
I'm not charmed. I
You
am,
are not.
however, on death's door. So
Yep.
kind of leaning over, my dragon's flank's all bloodied up. We didn't cover how this works on mount, so I'm going to leave it your discretion because I'm going to do it one way or the other. But I'm about to use a spell that centers on myself and radiates out and does damage and effects. Would that also hit my mount, or is it assumed that it's radiating out from my mount?
Well, does it say enemies or anything?
It's a creature.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for your mount.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to do it anyway. Zanzor's going to kind of lean down and mumble an apology to Honoranth, and he's going to cast Thunder Blast, or Thunder Wave, in an attempt to knock these bastards off the boat.
You're like, sorry, buddy, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's Thunder Wave, and he's a thunder or lightning dragon, so I'm not too worried about hurting him too much. But
Does he get
Basically,
resistance or anything?
pucker up.
I think it does sonic damage, not lightning damage.
Oh, right.
It does thunder damage. Yep.
Yeah, thunder damage.
Whatever.
So it's 8 damage, and then everybody within a 15
Nice.
foot radius has to make a DC 13 Constitution, or they get knocked 10 feet back.
Nice.
Very nice. They get a save for half damage as well, or?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so this is this one.
Dope.
That's a save, and this... Is it for all damage or half damage?
It's half damage.
Okay, and you did 8?
8 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Should I go ahead and roll for Honorant as well?
So this person resists it, but then dies from half damage. So then collapse. That pirate just dies right there in the gunnel.
What does it look like for them to resist it but still die?
Well, the beams of sound ripple over her face, and she kind of grits her teeth and leans into it, and then her eyes cross, and she collapses. Whereas this person takes full damage and is knocked back into the sail. I'll say that she might fall over. No. But she is almost killed. Almost one-shotted by the thunder wave damage. So it just kind of blasts across this pirate. And you see her bleeding from the eyes and ears.
Cool. And just so you know, the 15 foot does reach that guy in the back as well. I don't know if you...
Did you roll for Honoranth?
I did not. That's what I asked. Do you want me to do that for?
Yeah. There's really no way you could hit them without hitting... Ah! The Honoranth is like, do what you have to do, friend. So he gets a nat 20 and takes half. What's his max HP?
His max HP is 32.
Okay, so he only takes 4.
Yeah, the mounts are our tanks.
At this level. Okay, Zanzoran. Well, the dragon probably always will be an absolute unit. Alright, Zanzoran. Is that the end of your turn?
I don't know if you care, but that 15 foot also reaches this guy in the tiller back.
I'm going to say that's blocked by the sail.
Okay, no problem. Then yeah, then yes, he's going to reach down and like point at the guy who survived the blast and say,
You cut out.
Persuade him.
You cut out just at the moment.
He's gonna say, finish him, in an attempt to persuade Honorant to go after the.
Are you sure? You don't sound like you're doing too well.
He's just gonna. He's too weak to really speak, but he's just gonna nod and like pat.
All right, make a persuasion roll. I only need a little encouragement. Go ahead and make a charisma check for him. Okay, yeah, he is absolutely going to continue ripping and tearing. That's what you said, right? Finish her.
Yes.
All right. Kaluna, what do you want to do?
Okay, let me think.
Still charmed,
So
right?
Captain Harpy is the one that's closest to Andy, is that correct?
Nope. This is Captain.
Okay. Is the one that is closest to Andy even damaged at this point?
The one that is closest to Andy
The one
is not damaged.
because that was the one that took the attacks of opportunity on us as we
Yep.
flew by.
Okay, so I'm going to fly closer to Captain Harpy, attempt to hide behind Bethan, and shoot Captain. So one.
Well, you aren't you charmed?
No, I'm not charmed anymore. I
Oh, you're not
shouldn't be.
charmed. Okay.
No, I resisted.
Okay.
Oh, was she the only one that saved?
I was the only one that
That's
saved.
right. You said the men.
Don't forget you can't turn your owl unless you've moved 15 feet in a straight line forward.
Yes, and I also need to resist the sigil, so let me do that first.
No, you don't have to make another save on that.
Oh, no? Oh, good. Okay.
Once you've saved, which I believe you have, you do not have to save again.
Hang on. Let me see if I can figure out turning again. 1 second.
Getting better.
Is that good enough?
Good enough to do what?
my shitty turning.
Looks okay to me.
Okay, cool. All right, let me make an acrobatics check. God damn it.
At least you didn't fall off.
You're like, and you don't hide at all.
I feel like she's got the straps on too tight or something. Like,
Shit. Hang on. Is
Okay. Now, it is, unless you have a special ability, it is an action to hide. I'm not making it be an action to do this acrobatics thing right now.
Oh. I did not take that into account last time.
Okay, that's 5th edition rules.
Do I still have movement? I think I do. Correct?
I am not going to calculate your guys' movement for you.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is
Hang
up
on.
to you.
I was here. I'm gonna say I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot her with my short bow. Okay, 8 piercing.
8 piercing on this character. Okay. A 16 does hit, yes.
Great.
Or does it? Yes, it does. But she also had the dodge action up, so she was harder to hit.
The one closest to the ship?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the icon for her.
Oh no, she didn't have the dodge action up. She disengaged last turn. All right. If that's the end of Kaluna's turn, the harpy takes another bolt, and she is not looking good. This pirate. She's definitely kind of making a calculation here. Honoranth.
is that calculation whether she can fly faster than a hawk?
Mm-hmm. Honoranth.
So I guess I don't. Honoranth is gonna.
You have pretty much total control because you made the persuasion roll.
Sweet. Well, I don't know if I have to actually move him or not because he's kind of already right next to it. But
He can spin around.
Oh, that's right.
Don't worry about it.
There. Okay. So yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's okay.
The pirate lady looks up as the dragon's jaws close around her head, and he pulls it from her torso, the blood fountaining up, staining the marked sails in a horrific display of savagery. And Honoranth licks his lips. Oh, wait a minute. Did he... Oh, he didn't have to. Shouldn't have been a pirate, he says.
It's true.
All right. Is Honoranth going to do anything else?
If he can continue to move, I guess he would start marching his way towards the remaining pirate.
Okay, so he's going to have to kind of... he's going to be stopped by the sail. It'll take an action to slice through the sails and open them up so that he can actually move. Because he can't really fit under them and the deck very easily.
Okay. Could he maybe take like a full movement and try and climb along the side?
It's an interesting idea. Yeah, he probably could. But that's going to be like 10 feet, and then 10 feet, and then... So you can end up there.
Let's do it.
Alright. I'm not going to make him roll for climb right now.
Okay.
This would be incredibly easy to climb. Even with a rider. So he rips up the side of the ship as he clambers up over the edge, and the pirate at the tiller looks up with alarm. As
concern.
the bronze dragon appears. She is not going to control the ship. So the ship is going to... she's going to let go of the tiller. So the ship is just going to kind of keep moving the direction it was already going. And she's going to spin around and attack Zanzorin.
All right.
That is a bold pirate.
Get away from me! So she slashes out with her cutlass or scimitar. Does a 10 hit you?
It's not. Thank God.
A near miss as she just sparks some, knocks some sparks from Honoranth's scales. And then she is going to provoke from Honoranth as she turns tail and runs for the edge of the ship.
Okay. Oh, really?
Aw.
He lashes out with a bite and misses. So she runs over here, and as a bonus action, pulls open a... well, you don't really know what it is. Some kind of mechanism. Yoink! And you hear this clicking sound deep within the ship. And she looks over with a smile and jumps off.
Okay.
So just as she's jumping off, the turns will continue.
Before you do the harpies, I forgot to roll my save again at the end of my turn.
Alright.
Hey!
Alright, so you are now immune to the charming.
Right.
The harpies are frustrated seeing that.
They shook it off just in time.
And she is going to... just move enough to stay airborne. And turn... and claw. At you, Andy. So she claws, and she, with one hand, and with her other hand, she swings her bow like a club.
Oh, come on. Wow. Okay. I am knocked unconscious.
Ouch.
She doesn't have advantage to attack you, so 8. Does 8 knock you unconscious?
well, the +4.
No, that's the critical. She didn't get the critical.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so no, the 8 does not. Oh. I have 1 hit point.
You
Yeah.
kids are crazy.
Oh,
Positive number.
Andy is sliced up. Man, you do not want to go unconscious in this game. This harpy is going to claw you before she moves.
Okay, cool.
So she is gonna claw and club you as well. Her club is made out of a femur,
Ugh.
and that
Good
is a
God.
critical hit.
Yeah, so I go to 0. How far negative do they have to get me to instant kill me? It
I
only
think.
counts for 1 hit, right?
Well, actually,
Like they have to get me to negative half my AC in 1 hit, right? HP.
negative your full HP.
Okay, so they just barely don't kill me outright.
Oh my god! You know that happened. This happened with a character last week as well. Oh, I just clicked her claws twice, didn't I? So the second one was actually a club attack. But it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's not enough to kill me outright. So
No,
I stay
it
at
doesn't
0.
kill you outright, and but it does give you an automatic death save, death fail.
Ah, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, so Andy's in a rough shape now.
She's gonna move there and
think Emmy-
make her turn.
Did
So
Emmy get the?
Andy falls unconscious. Is that right?
Yeah. Now would so
Okay.
Emmy won't even do attacks of opportunity without me awake to instruct her?
Oh. Actually, she can.
Like with a gasping breath, like, take him, take him.
Absolutely. No, she can.
Now, does it matter which of her 2 attacks she uses for that?
Use whatever.
So I can use the good one?
Sure. Slashes out with the talons.
Yep.
The harpy did not like that.
I'll note that a 7 is a low roll for her talons.
Okay. So, Andy, we need to find out if you fall out of the saddle.
Yeah. I mean, it's not kind of
So
harness,
you
right?
would be kind of harnessed in. You would be tied into the saddle, so you don't necessarily fall out. So roll a d100 for me.
That seems nice and average.
You're okay. But it's gonna keep happening.
Yep.
So guys, Andy just slumped over in the saddle.
Yeah.
Glumph.
Is Emmy smart enough to get us over terrain?
Oh, probably. What's her intelligence?
It's the same as mine.
So yes. Okay, so Andy, you are going to immediately have to make a saving throw.
That I can move us back over land. That's more concerning to me
Oh
right
yes,
now.
you can control Emmy right now. Emlenthel, the hawk.
There. At least now we're over the nice soft grass.
Mm-hmm. And you
She
could
probably-
also...
presumably she lands.
she would have to provoke. She
Yeah.
could also land, yes. That would probably be wise.
Can she disengage? No, because she attacked. Never mind. Oh no, that was attack.
That was an
opportunity,
opportunity.
right?
She could disengage.
I think she would in this scenario. I think she would disengage. I think her training is protect rider who has gone unconscious.
Alright, so she disengages, so neither of you gets an attack opportunity. And you guys go swooping down and land on the island.
Nice soft grass.
Jaboof. Alright.
And then you want to me to make a death save? Is that still just a d20?
Yep, it's a straight up d20 roll. Also, everybody add a healing potion to your inventory Because you were sent out on patrol with one.
Is that a bonus action to use that? I can't remember. Or is it a use item?
Normally it's an action.
Okay.
Especially to feed it to someone else. You made your death save, so put a check mark on there.
I did. So I'm 1 and 1.
Alright. Poor Andy. Got torn apart. Zanzorin, you're up.
Can I see them from where I am right now, or is the boat kind of blocking the...
You saw them go down.
Or you
You
saw us
cannot
fly
see
towards the
below the
coast,
boat.
Okay. So Zanzorin is actually going to jump off of the dragon and grab the tiller and try and bring the boat to a stop.
Alright.
The boat that's now ticking.
Make a wisdom check.
Is it ticking? I thought something just clicked.
It's ticking.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant... I thought it just...
No, it's fine. You do you.
You know what? No, he's still going to try and stop this bad boy. So yeah, he'll stop the boat. But he's actually going to hop off and run to the side and look over to see if he can see what this person tried to mess with before he does it. Can you see what's making the noise?
Can you see this?
He's going to hop back on his dragon.
There's not really brakes. So the way that you would stop a boat, an airship, is by throwing an anchor down or tying it to something.
Or at the very least, furling the sails.
Furling the sails. He can turn the ship if that's what you want to do.
But he can't see what is actually making the ticking noise. Like there's no contraption that he can see.
You can hear it from below decks. It's very loud.
Okay, well, seeing as I've only got like 20 seconds, I'm gonna hop on the dragon and get the hell out of here.
Alright.
And I assume if I can't, I'm gonna use my persuasion to tell the horn to fly away as quickly as you can.
Alright.
And if I don't even know if I have line of view from where I am to the harpies, do I? Like, can I like, do I have line of sight, basically?
Sure you do.
Alright, I'll go ahead as I'm telling the Zanzor, or as I'm telling the dragon to take off, I'll pop off another. Which I'm pretty sure missed, but...
That will hit. Which one are you attacking?
Whichever one I can see. I assume the one in the front, since he's closer.
You killed her.
Oh my god, no! I failed my persuasion save on the dragon.
You certainly did. He says, I don't know. I kind of want to stay and check out what treasures are on board. Kaluna.
Okay, sorry, I'm just thinking of the ramifications.
Otherwise
of
known as the only survivor.
Right.
that. Yeah.
She hides in the cloud
Well.
at the end.
Not trying to metagame this, but I think I'm going to try to dive bomb the remaining harpy with Bethan and order Bethan to attack.
Alright, with your action. Alright, so in order to do that, you're going to have to... No, first you have to move before you can turn. Don't forget.
Okay, hang on.
You have to move at least 15 feet, and then you can turn. Very nice. The owl reaches out with its talons as it gets close. Whoo! Oh, damn!
Good boy. Pat,
Big
pat, pat.
hit from Bethan. Oh, right. Oh, wait. I reduced Bethan's HP by accident.
Oh god.
And then I gave him too much HP. I'm not doing good at this.
Just a
There we
roller
go.
coaster over there.
There we go. Bam! The harpy takes 10 damage from the slashing talons. Ah! She looks over, you know, you're in this enviable position of being right on her tail. And Honoranth. Oh boy.
You could just dig through
He
that, right?
was like, there are no enemies. Let's see what they're... Well, no enemies surviving. Let's see if they have any interesting art objects. And he turns.
He's into art. That makes sense.
And he starts kind of clambering down onto the deck of the ship. We have won! Now we take our reward. He rips his way through the sail there. Come on! And you are still on his back. Is that right? Okay. So he starts, like, rips through the sail and starts searching the bodies. And then... the ship explodes.
Yeah, it does.
Now it's more of a kind of mechanical explosion than fire. It's like something inside was like kind of spring loaded, and like these metal shards go flying out in every direction.
Like a pipe bomb?
More like a pipe bomb. So the ship basically disintegrates in midair.
Just sitting underneath it, and he's sitting on it. It's great.
I need emotions.
So anyone within 20 feet of the ship is now going to have to make a save.
How high up was the ship?
Higher than 20 feet.
Yes.
So
Although
you
ship
are
falls, so
you are out of the immediate danger zone.
blast.
The immediate
Basically,
blast.
me and the stupid dragon.
Yeah.
The good
Now-
thing is the dragon's between you and the
The
explosion.
dragon is between you and the explosion, so I'm going to give you advantage.
Cool. And what do I have to roll?
This is a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, so first the dragon.
Kaluna, you guys are just barely in range.
Goddamn.
You guys like that roll? You like that?
Do I need to roll for Bethan
I'm
too?
gonna go ahead and start rolling up a new character real quick.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Don't forget to roll for the dragon.
I
You can have him ready in the
Okay,
next
let me
like
roll
10
for
minutes.
Beth.
I like how you got advantage and then got a 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit! The owl rolled better than
Bevan
I
is
did.
like, no thanks.
barrel roll.
I'm fine. Yeah, totally. I'm waiting for one for the dragon.
Oh, I already did it. It's at the top. Bronze Dragon Warrior. 21. You know,
Got
so
it.
already done.
Okay, so he did good.
I gotta say, as far as deaths go, like this would be the coolest one I've had in a while.
This is the cool way to die.
Oh. So, what's your maximum HP, Zanzorin?
It was. It's 7.
Oh my god! Are you at 1 HP?
I'm at 2 HP.
You're at 2.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Is that an insta kill?
It is.
Oh my
Ash.
god, yeah!
This would have insta-killed any of us.
I just rolled so far above average. Oh my god.
I mean, the 4s are average.
13.
Not that
3.5 is average.
sure, but
Still, that's pretty high. Wow.
on the scale of things, exploding pirate ship is, it's a big. I expect it to do a little bit of damage.
I am so sorry, Zanzorin.
Oh, dude, no.
I can honestly
Fast,
say
fast.
this is the first time I've ever killed a PC in the first session.
Level 1 is brutal in 5e.
I didn't get killed. I got disintegrated, but my dragon's fine. Like,
Yeah.
he just rubbed it.
He just took 13 damage, so not fine, but he'll be okay.
The important thing is he's
Boom.
autonomous and can get home without you.
Nice. Well, you know what? I killed 3 or 4 of these guys before I went out.
Yeah.
so-
We will remember if we survive, we will remember you.
As the guy who got killed by his fat dragon.
The dragon is like, no!
Today that dragon learned a lesson.
Yeah, but he's gonna have a midnight snack to go home to at least.
Wow.
Just make your
Um.
PC the dragon and keep making new people to ride him.
That was... Ouch.
Oh, that's fantastic. I like the music.
Zanzorin is dead. Honoranth is distressed. No! Zanzorin! Zanzorin, are you okay? Ah! Because he actually cared about you.
Weird dragony way.
There is only one enemy remaining. And she has a snowy owl on her tail. She looks over her shoulder and says, "My master will punish you later. The Sky Knights are not so pure as they think they are." And she's gonna straight up take off. Provoking.
Oh, well, she's gonna get bit. Hang on. Less good.
I am so sorry, Zanzorin. Oh man.
No, don't be. If I'm gonna go out, death by exploding ship is a great way to go.
That was
That's an
incredible.
Above average level 1 death. I mean,
Right?
a
At least it
level
wasn't
1
like
character
death by
can
Cabal.
die because a goblin rolled well. Like, that's...
Exactly.
like...
I think we also knew the Dragon Rider was going to be, a little short-lived.
Yeah, that was intense.
His next character could be a Dragon Rider. The owl strikes as she flees. It does 10 more slashing damage, making her fly all the faster. Okay. Andy, make a death saving throw, please. Let's see if we get 2 deaths in the first session.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that is a strike
So I'm
against
up
you.
to 2 failures. Now,
Yeah.
how much intelligence would Emlenthal need in order to feed me a healing potion?
Impossible.
Ah, she's literally as smart as me.
I might be able to do
You
that.
would need to requisition a special, feeding mechanism, because the potion is meant for humanoid hands.
She's also very dexterous.
Not that dexterous. She could smash it into your face. You want to try
I
that?
choose to believe that she is trying to pick up to like
All right.
reach behind.
Make
her
a dexterity
and,
check with her.
Oh, I just remembered that I can click on her thing. Sorry, hang on. No.
No, she's pulling you out of the saddle.
She can't. She can barely turn her neck around.
Oh my god, Corey just showed up in Twitch chat.
Hi, Corey.
Corey, this is my first PC death in session 1 of a campaign. Zanzorin was killed by exploding pirate ship.
Yeah.
This I think is going to be one worth going back to watch. Yep, there was
It's
a
like
ship
solid
here.
20 minutes of us trying to figure out how to move things in Roll20.
All right,
and also
well,
an exploding
you
pirate.
know what? It's got everything. It's got everything. This ship was here, except not exactly, and it exploded and boom, took out Zanzorin, straight up killing him from pure damage.
Because
He-
my dragon refused to take
He
off.
failed to control his dragon, and the dragon wanted to see if there was treasure. So, kaboom!
Tell me the boat or my dragon.
That was amazing. Okay, so Andy is down 2 fails. Zanzorin is dead, and
Oh, there is still
Kaluna.
one boat person left, right? She jumped off the boat earlier?
Yep, and fell to her death.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
see, that was a detail left out.
That one counts as mine.
There was an epic death there somewhere.
I killed a boat for you guys. I better get a statue or something.
You killed a boat and everyone on it, including you.
All right. I think Kaluna, looking around following the death of the harpy, or not the death, the escape of the harpy, realizes her 2 comrades are down. She sees Andy still breathing, but unconscious, and so she rushes over to him and gives him her healing potion.
He's not breathing a lot.
Okay.
He's real close.
Well, there's a bit of jiggering around that requires that you'll have to do in order to do that.
Can you even
Okay.
reach him? Because that would be the stupidest death.
Well, okay, if the owl double moves, then you can do it.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Not being able to reach me because of turning limitations would just be brutal.
It would be.
Okay, and I can't control the height, right? That's something you control.
Yeah, but I just messed it up. Don't worry about it. The owl lands, you jump off, you pull out the potion, using your movement and your action, and you pour the potion down Andil's throat, and he is healed.
How many hit points does that actually provide?
2d4.
Do I roll, you roll, or she roll?
Well, somebody roll. Here. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Let's take your roll.
Sure. You regain 9 points of HP. So,
Just the exact number I
yeah.
had before the harpies knocked me out.
I really liked Zanzorin's character. Maybe if you rush him back to the healers, they can save him? We shall see.
That sounds like a job for Honoranth.
It does. The bronze
None
dragon.
of us have any
mount.
chance of convincing that dragon to do anything other than.
He is actually. That's exactly what Honoranth does. He shouts down at you guys. Be careful! I've got to take Zanzoran to the healers! And he goes flying off as fast as he could go, which is actually a lot less fast than Andy's hawk. But the dragon swoops off into the sky toward the Orlif Enclave, which is the nearest civilization.
Like Andy could catch up to him and attempt to convince him to let us take him, but I don't see that going. I don't see us succeeding in that.
Honoranth is gone.
Yeah.
What do Andy and Kaluna want to do? You guys could choose to stay here. Well, maybe we'll find out next time.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
You guys could stay here and explore this place. You could rush back to see what Zanzoran is going on. You could go back and have a drink. You could head back to
mission?
Our mission was to deal with the bandits, which we
root out the pirate lair. You chose the hardest one.
Do we think the boat was their lair, or that there's a lair around here?
Well, obviously they came here.
You
Maybe
think
we should
it was
have this
this
conversation
island.
in person.
Okay. We should probably explore the island then, I say, as I'm, like, barely conscious.
I agree. They obviously came here for a reason.
Like we can see this big fluting runestone in the middle of the island or whatever that is, correct?
You can.
So, yes, I say either this section or if we want to do it now, we explore the island.
There are 3 humming portals-looking things. These arches with glowing magic atop them. I say portal in the archaic sense of it's a door. Not necessarily going to teleport you somewhere. Although it certainly looks like it might. There is one that is broken. And as you guys look around, you can see various detritus, like people have passed through here, maybe even camped here. And you yourselves are weary and wounded, and night is falling.
I don't know that we should camp here. I mean, what if other bandits return?
We could camp on one of the smaller islands below.
That might not be a bad idea.
So, yeah, I think we set up camp at one of the smaller islands below, trying to, camouflage ourselves as best we can, and try
Or if there's another island, like, real close by that has better cover,
What you see is what you get, mainly. There's a few other specks floating, smallish rocks. This is the largest of the, debris islands.
The one, the bottom right, the one in the bottom right that has like the 2 bushes on it, probably affords the most cover.
Well, actually, I walk that back a bit. Can I make an Arcana check or some other check to evaluate that stone in the middle and the arches?
Let's save such things for next time.
Sure.
I think that we will have you guys make some checks to kind of hide yourselves ensconced among the bushes, and we'll kick off next time with Kaluna's Arcana check on the mysterious floating rune rock in the middle of the Pirate Lair Island.
When the rest of our crew shows up, maybe, and reinforcements arrive.
Maybe reinforcements will arrive as well. So, Yeah, thanks for playing, guys. That was intense. That was crazy.
We picked the hardest mission with 2 people missing.
Well, we don't
Yeah.
know that it was the hardest.
I
saying
said it was.
Oh shit.
In hindsight.
So one of them was a ship that was attacking a merchant ship, so you would have had support there. And then the other one was attacking a royal ship that was fully armed and armored, that had a prince on it, Prince Demophon. So in both of those scenarios, you would have had allies. You chose to root out the pirates at the source.
The cool mission.
Yep.
The cool mission. The mission that led to a tragic end for a young Sky Knight.
And
Hey,
the irony is,
He
I was
died
the
as he
guy in the
lived.
very
Super
beginning-
cool.
What's
Yeah.
that? What's that, Josh?
I was gonna say I was the guy in the very beginning who was like, make sure there's some risk where we can actually die.
That's right. You did say that. You
I
did
think
say
you're
that.
also the one who first argued for this mission over the other 2. So it's all.
Well, technically that was my dragon.
Well, sure. I'm telling you, that dragon learned some lessons today.
And I probably have taken a huge hit to my charisma score. Oh, that was a lot of fun, Max. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Good. I will talk with Josh in private about either his next character or if we want to have Zanzorin brought back by there is some miraculous healing magic on Orlef Enclave, so that's the only reason why that's an option. So we will talk about whether which one you want to do. But for now, we are going to turn off tonight's stream. Thank you so much to my awesome players. We are probably going to have some more joining us next time. And thank you to Matt, player of Aendil. Thank you to Josh, player of the late Zanzorin. And thank you to Lindsay, player of Kaluna, who kind of saved Aendil's life this session.
A little, yeah, just a little.
Well, it also dragged us out to the bandits, so hey.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. I will be streaming my other campaign, the Wildlands campaign, where we narrowly avoided a total party kill. Maybe it's me. Last week. And tomorrow night, Sunday night, and possibly streaming some prep over the week as well. So hopefully I will see you wonderful viewers back again. Thanks for stopping by, Rybane and the man with no screen name. And good night. Best of luck. Best of luck out there.